China has stunned the sports world with its latest wave of stadium construction. While nations like the United States and Britain spend years debating a single venue upgrade, China has quietly completed more than a dozen cutting-edge sports facilities in under a decade, investing tens of billions into the most ambitious building program of its kind. That sum exceeds the entire GDP of many countries around the globe. And the opening venue on this list looks like it belongs in another world. Kujo Stadium. Picture approaching a stadium where the building seems to emerge directly from the earth itself. That is exactly the experience at Kujo Stadium in China's Xinjiang province. Designed by mad architects under the guidance of architect Ma Yansong, this 30,000-seat venue does not sit on the landscape. It appears to grow from it. The entire structure is partially buried beneath artificial hills covered in grass and local plants. From afar, it resembles a series of natural volcanic mounds, rather than a conventional sports complex. Ma wanted to move away from the fortress-style venues common in cities worldwide. So he tucked the functional elements underground and let the surrounding terrain take center stage. But the scale goes further. This stadium anchors a larger development spanning over 17 million square feet. When finished, it will rank as the planet's largest Earth-sheltered complex. The roof forms a 250-meter-wide canopy of translucent PFA membrane that floats above the venue like a hovering disc, supported by only 9 pillars, with spans exceeding 300 feet. 60 massive concrete columns, finished with exposed wood grain textures, provide structural support while adding unexpected warmth to the raw material. Inside, seating ripples in waves of green and white, echoing the hills outside. Below ground lies parking for 3,000 vehicles, retail areas, and full training facilities, all illuminated naturally through gaps in the terrain above. The design captures and filters rainwater on site. Every piece of concrete came from local sources, minimizing the environmental footprint. Visitors can climb the exterior like a public park, even on non-event days. It stands open, alive, and blurs the boundary between architecture and landscape art in ways no stadium has attempted before. Yet Kujo was merely the starting point. Roughly 250 miles northeast, another city created something even more ambitious, achieving it with 67% less steel than Beijing's famous bird's nest. Shenzhen Sports Park Stadium. When you first glimpse the Shenzhen Olympic Sports Center across the Qiantang River, your mind does not register a stadium. It registers a flower. Designed by American firm MegaProjects, this 80,000-seat venue takes the form of a blooming lotus, drawing from the flowers that grace Hangzhou's historic West Lake, a UNESCO site. The exterior features 28 large petals and 27 smaller ones formed from a parametrically engineered steel framework that eliminates every unnecessary ounce of material. The engineering feat is staggering. Beijing's bird's nest used around 42,000 tons of steel. The Zhou venue seats a similar number of spectators, but required 67% less. MegaProjects achieved this by connecting the outer steel shell and inner concrete bowl at every level, allowing the systems to share loads, then reinforcing the bowl's top to dramatically reduce roof cantilever. The result is a structure that feels more ambitious than the bird's nest, yet weighs far less than expected. The venue sits on a 400,000 square meter riverside site, with its 3-tier seating bowl open to the north for natural ventilation and unobstructed river views. MegaProjects developed the full complex, including a 10,000-seat tennis center, convention space, and aquatic facility, all linked by flowing green landscapes. This venue hosted the 2022 Asian Games, and standing inside reveals why Hangzhou was selected. While Hangzhou refined the art of achieving more with less, a city 500 miles south built something that took the opposite path. A crystalline mega-complex that transformed the Shenzhen skyline like nothing before it. Shenzhen University Sports Center. Shenzhen shouted a spectacle. When you approach the University Sports Center in the city's Longgang district, light strikes first. The entire complex is crowned with faceted glass triangles, rising 213 feet into the sky, forming a crystalline roofline that appears transported from science fiction. By day, the glass fractures sunlight into geometric patterns across surrounding plazas. By night, laminated safety glass and polycarbonate panels glow from within, turning the venue into a beacon visible for miles. Designed by German firm GMP Architekten for the 2011 Summer Universiade, this marked China's first major statement in multi-venue sports campus design. A 60,000-seat main stadium, 18,000-seat arena, and 30,000-seat aquatic center surround an artificial lake. The project cost roughly 3.121 billion yuan. Acoustic engineers crafted specific solutions for the triangular roof to prevent the geometry from creating echo chambers inside. But the real story lies in its evolution. Ahead of the 2025 National Games, the stadium underwent a full upgrade with modern LED displays meeting IAAF and FIFA broadcast standards, refreshed facilities, and improved accessibility. The Universiade Center proved China could build boldly and return a decade later to elevate it to current world-class levels without demolition. And if that complex showed China could deliver a multi-venue campus, what followed demonstrated the country could create a single stadium so dramatic it would make an entire harbor pause and stare. Dalian Suoyuan Football Stadium. Envision a stadium embraced by the sea on three sides, rising from reclaimed industrial land at a peninsula's tip, with a facade shimmering like ocean waves. That is Dalian Suoyuan Football Stadium, a 63,000-seat football-specific arena that may be the most dramatically sited sports venue in China. Designed by London-based Populous and Buro Happold, the building does not merely border the water. It belongs to it. The facade consists of overlapping circular forms clad in blue etfe panels that reflect and refract light throughout the day, echoing rolling waves across Suoyuan Bay. The roof forms a lightweight cable tension system covered by nearly 540,000 square feet of PTFE membrane shaped into sweeping geometric waves, reminiscent of seashells along the shoreline. The defining feature may be the 1-kilometer-long double-helix walking ramp spiraling up the exterior from podium to rooftop. Open to the public daily at no charge, it offers panoramic views of Dalian Bay from above 63,000 empty seats. At night, LED arrays project dramatic shows across the facade, transforming the stadium into a waterfront spectacle visible across the bay. The venue cost 1.88 billion yuan, completed in 2023, and anchors the broader City Marina Park redevelopment, including a metro extension and undersea tunnel to central Dalian. But none of these venues would exist without one building that altered everything. A structure that proved to China and the world that a stadium could transcend being merely a place to watch games. Beijing National Stadium. Before the lotus petals, alien hillsides, crystal crowns, and shimmering ocean facades came the bird's nest. Designed by Swiss architects Herzog and de Meuron with Arup and the China Architecture Design Group, the Beijing National Stadium was created for the 2008 Olympics with 91,000 seats and a $423 million price tag. Yet cost was secondary. The statement mattered, and it reverberated through every stadium architect globally. There is no separate facade. The structure itself is the facade. 42,000 tons of interwoven steel beams wrap the building in a pattern that appears chaotic up close, but resolves into breathtaking order from afar. Gaps between steel elements fill with translucent effe and PE membranes that allow natural light while shielding from elements. The entire design withstands major earthquakes. The bird's nest made Beijing the first city to host both Summer and Winter Olympics. More importantly, it gave China permission to dream larger. Every architect, planner, and official approving later venues traces inspiration back to this moment. A stadium proved Chinese infrastructure could lead global conversations rather than simply join them. And now that conversation enters a new chapter, because in the same city where the lotus-shaped stadium stands, an entirely different venue rises, one designed by the world's most renowned architecture firm. Hangzhou International Sports Center. Zaha Hadid Architects never designs ordinary. When Hangzhou announced an international competition for a new sports complex in 2021, the firm delivered something that appeared transported from tomorrow. A 60,000-seat football-specific stadium, the first professional venue in Hangzhou's history. Shaped like a smooth white disc with a gently contoured saddle roof. The facade features horizontal slats curving and dipping across the exterior, inspired by surrounding terraced tea plantations. The stadium alone is expected to cost nearly 3 billion yuan, with the full complex budgeted at 9.12 billion, set for completion by 2027. What makes this significant is not just scale. Zaha Hadid Architects now shapes multiple mega venues across China at once. This firm is not visiting, it is establishing roots. That should concern every other nation, because these are not speculative designs on paper. These are real structures with concrete foundations rising at speeds that would overwhelm most Western planning processes. And if this disc-shaped stadium sounds ambitious, wait until you hear what rose along the Yellow River. A complex so vast they named each building after a different flower. Lanzhou Olympic Sports Center. Deep in China's interior, over 1,000 miles from the nearest coast, lies Lanzhou, a city of 4 million once vital along the ancient Silk Road. In 2019, this metropolis broke ground on a 4 billion yuan sports complex so ambitious each of its 5 main buildings received a flower name. The stadium is the Rose, the sports hall the Tulip, the swimming pool the Lily, the tennis hall the Lotus, the athlete apartments the Orchid. Together they form the 5 golden flowers. The Rose Stadium's design draws from flying flower dance, inspired by flying apsaras painted on ancient Buddhist cave walls nearby. The 60,000-seat venue sits along the Yellow River, wrapped in a steel skeleton clad in warm dark gold aluminum panels that glow like embers at sunset. 3 tiers of seating surround the pitch. At night, exterior lighting turns the arena into one of Western China's most striking landmarks. The real impact lies beyond appearance. Since opening, the venue has hosted over 20 major events with average attendance above 40,000. 60 to 70% of attendees come from outside Lanzhou, flooding local hotels, restaurants, and businesses with revenue the city had never experienced. While Lanzhou proved world-class stadiums need not sit on coasts, one of the densest cities on Earth showed they require minimal space. Shenzhen Bay Sports Center. Shenzhen screamed spectacle. When you approach the University Sports Center in Longgang District, light strikes first. The entire complex crowns with faceted glass triangles rising 213 feet, forming a crystalline roofline from science fiction. By day, glass fractures sunlight into geometric patterns across plazas. By night, laminated safety glass and polycarbonate glow from within, turning the venue into a beacon visible for miles. Designed by German firm GMP Architekten for the 2011 Summer Universiade, this marked China's first major multi-venue sports campus statement. A 60,000-seat main stadium, 18,000-seat arena, and 30,000-seat aquatic center surround an artificial lake. The project cost roughly 3.12 billion yuan. Acoustic engineers crafted solutions for the triangular roof to prevent geometry from creating echo chambers. The real story is evolution. Ahead of the 2025 National Games, the stadium received a full upgrade with modern LED displays meeting IAAF and FIFA standards, refreshed facilities, and improved accessibility. The Universiade Center proved China could build boldly and return a decade later to elevate standards without demolition. The Greater Bay Area Sports Center. Everything above leads here. In Guangzhou's Nansha district on the Pearl River's western bank, Zaha Hadid Architects completed the Greater Bay Area Sports Center, a 70-hectare riverside park with a 60,000-seat stadium, 20,000-seat indoor arena, and 4,000-seat aquatic center, featuring Olympic standard facilities. It opened in December 2025 and stands as China's most strategically important sports venue. Sweeping curves in every structure draw from traditional Song Dynasty sailing ship hulls navigating the Pearl River. The stadium's layered roof emulates pleated silk fans, sheltering spectators while passively venting warm air through geometry for natural cooling. Vertical louvers wrap buildings, modeled to optimize shading as sea breezes blow inland. The Riverside Park incorporates wetlands absorbing floodwater during extreme weather. This is not a stadium ignoring its surroundings. It was designed with them in mind. Nansha sits at the geometric center of the Guangzhou, Hong Kong, Macau megalopolis, projected to reach 100 million people by 2030. The complex connects via Guangzhou Metro Line 18 and the new Shenzhen Zhongshan Bridge. Built for the 2025 China National Games, construction spanned from groundbreaking in August 2023 to main structures topped out by February 2024 and full handover by June 2025. Less than 2 years from ground to completion for one of Earth's largest sports complexes. Standing at its center with the Pearl River flowing past, wetlands absorbing tides, and Song Dynasty curves reaching skyward, you see more than a stadium. You witness the infrastructure backbone of what could become the world's most dominant sporting region. That should make every other nation take notice, because the next time a country bids for a World Cup or Olympics, they will scramble for years to build what China already finished. That is not ambition. That is a head start the rest of the world has yet to recognize. If this shifted how you see modern infrastructure, hit like and subscribe. Turn on notifications for more stories from the cutting edge. What surprised you most about China's stadium boom? Share your thoughts below.